Okay, so I thought we'd start with Christ Consciousness by Amanda Ellis. And I don't want to hear everybody saying, oh, you're religious or this or that. That is not what this is about. It's about the love, it's about the being, and this is a great message. Okay. And if you haven't checked Amanda Ellis out, you should. She's pretty amazing. My one complaint is that her videos are kind of long sometimes, and you just can't get to it all. So I have to do it in stages. Okay, this one says sacred sexuality, healing and connection. Well, that's funny. On the other side of this, I was telling you last week about the symbol of the bee represents Christ. It almost looks like this is the honeycombs. Interesting. All right. Oh, open to it. We may feel as though sacred sexuality is something that has passed you by and has been lost. It says, and yet there's a rich teaching within the message, whether you have experienced it or not, or already holding its vibration, or are in partnership or single. Sacred sexuality is less a practice and more a far wider, unique path, and however you approach it. It is ultimately about deepening your connection to yourself, another, I was like, mother, another in God. Many belief systems have at their core, hold on, just lost my space, have at the core the holy sanctity of sex, some decreeing that sex only within marriage is acceptable. However, it's important to realize that Jesus's narrow words on this were written decades after the teachings that were led by current thinking of this day and the written word themselves. If you ask Jesus now, his teaching is that sacred sexuality is to be celebrated, not condemned. The body is what God has given you, and divine connection is to be cherished, not to be laden with judgment and rules. Indeed, any relationship Jesus had when he was alive as a man in the Gospels, but that is not to say that he had to be celibate, because God created everything, including our ability to procreate, but also to receive pleasure. Indeed, when we look at enforced celibacy, as opposed to celibacy we choose, it can lead to unmended hardships. Okay, it says, because you are, if you're an adult, a sexual being with a body that has needs, the question asked is whether they are met by a suitor with energy aligned with yours or seeking ultimate expression of love. It may also be worth considering if you are a good partner, able to give as well as receive and be vulnerable while seeking deeper intimacy and mutual goals. If the energy between you is overtly influenced by mass media, marketing, and the entertainment industry, there may be a distorted expectation and disillusionment with our physical appearance via unrealistic, airbrushed imagery or toxic material viewed. Sacred sexuality is about being open to the far deeper emotional and spiritual aspects of embracing and enjoying an intimate life. Nowadays, the fast pace of life can be matched with the hunt for quick gain, whether through one off encounters or relationships that don't get time to reveal what they can ultimately be. The rush towards being with someone because it is expected or you feel pressured by your peers can lead to problems also. Instead, like waiting for the sun to rise, some things are worth waiting for and some unions are destined. Letting go of old dogma, shame, guilt, apprehension, or feeling undesirable is necessary. Since your body is not something to be embarrassed or ashamed of, it may be that healing from past abuse or dysfunctional and unwanted experiences may be needed. If required, enter the holy waters so you can begin anew, ready to welcome in new possibilities, experiences, vulnerabilities, sharing, and love. Tenderness, open heartedness, excitement, bliss, ecstasy, and new states of consciousness arrive, reminding you of the feeling of being alive again. Wow, big message, but lots in there. Next one, Sword of Light, Archangel Michael by Radley Valentine. Michael, what do you want to tell us for this up and coming week? Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Look at this sacred geometry. Amazing. Daily life is currently distracting you from your primary goals and life purpose. I'm here to remind you of why you are on earth. If you feel confused as to your life purpose, ask me for signs and messages to help you remember. It's also necessary that you ground yourself and focus on the things that are most important to you at this time. Therefore, I've asked my brother, Archangel Metatron, to help you during this time. This is Metatron. I am here to assist you with getting back to your priorities as a soul and as a human incarnate. I am placing my symbol, the Metatron's cube, on your forehead to provide intuitive insights into what really matters to you, in case you might be confused and need to ground your understanding. I can also share with you the gift of time shifting. If you feel there simply isn't enough hours to complete a project, just ask me and I will slow down the time for you as an individual. Late for an appointment, I can arrange for you to get someone somewhere faster than should be possible. I can also speed up time for you if you should need that. I am to I am honored to help you in any way I can so you can concentrate on the big picture. I like that. I have to remember that one. All right, and this is Oracle of Seven Energies by Colette Byron Reed. Opening to discovery. That looks nice. Wow. Lots of imagery. The key, the mountains opening up. Really beautiful. Okay. It says the small bits of data you collect from the world is from ideas, the transfer of information via the universe, always speaking to you directly. You need to integrate information and be discerning about what you expose yourself to. think we all have to be discerning these days with everything going on. We tune into information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyche. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing, especially since the advent of the internet. We have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messages invites us into a cynical, fear based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well being shifts us towards growth and expansion. The choice, though, is not always obviously in front of us. We must be discerning on a daily basis. The universe is always engaging us. We are all part of it. After all, through synchronistic oneness and other signs that point towards our best path. Our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. Oh, I like that. See our environment as an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away. So being curious and non-resistance is key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out superficial noise. Maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or news. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arrives in your life. Expect a message from the universe and it shall have it. You shall have it. Sorry. Boy, these are very different ones. Now I'm going to be pulling Butterfly Oracle for Life Changes by Doreen. That's pretty too. Be true to you. Look at that, beautiful. And you know, when you think that once they change from the chrysalis state into the butterfly, how short lived it is, but they are embracing, staying in the moment, embracing the beauty of everything. I love that. So let's see what this says. Be true to you. You drew this card because of an inner conflict. You're struggling to make a decision about your next action. You worry whether following your desired path is the right choice and how doing so will impact others. Well, I can feel that for myself for sure. It says the answer is that you must be true to yourself. Any path where you compromise your vision would put you out of sync with the rhythms of success, health, and happiness. Of course, you'd never do anything to harm another person or ignore his or her needs. However, you can't harm or ignore yourself either. As you are truly happy, you automatically lift up those around you. You also become a role model for following your inner truth. And the additional meanings are be assertive, speak your truth, stand up for your beliefs, accept and enjoy your unique qualities, be creative and free spirited. Don't be swayed by outside pressure. I love that word, free spirit. We used to use it all the time in the 70s. Love it. I'd like to think I used to be a free spirit. I don't know what happened, but one more to go here. This is the secret language of light. So pretty. I know where they find these gorgeous artists. Remembrance. Wow, look at this. It's like a wheel of life or light. This feels like a real big week, like breakthroughs. Recall your soul's truth. It says you are ready to live your life from the wisdom of your heart. You may have been citing 1111 as a reflection of this. If not, you can expect to be receiving this sign soon. You may see it on a clock, a phone number, a receipt, or a dream. With this wisdom, fresh and innovative ideas will flow into your mind as a new way to live and love your life. No one else has to change their ways, only you. Live from your heart, be an inspiration, discover a new world. Excuse me. Some call 1111 an awakening code. You must have awakened on some level to even see it. It is a sign that you are much more than you think you are. 1111 has many different explanations because we are all asking different questions. There is no right or wrong meaning, but at the heart of 1111 is a loving, intelligent energy. This will always encourage you towards your soul, where you will remember the truth of you. And to me, 1111 is a coding that we set up a long time ago before we came to Earth when we were still beings of light. And we said, whenever we see these dual numbers or 222, 333, but especially 1111, it's like, wake up, Brenda. And it's like a secret whisper that says, okay, I set the intention that when I see this, it's like, don't get caught up in the physical. It's like, oh no, I remember. So a lot of you are just seeing it now, some of you for years and years. But this feels like a very important week with the sacred sexuality, regain your focus, open to discovery, be true to you, and remember who you are.